You know and love her cakes and cookies, but baking isn't Courtney Rich's only hobby. There's another passion she holds close to her heart, and that is running. After a knee injury last year, she's learned a lesson or two about the recovery process. And no surprise, those lessons aren't just physical. We are pulling in our friend Courtney Rich for a heart-to-heart girl chat. It's been a comeback year, a comeback chapter for you the last little while.
Yeah, I've loved running. I started really running. Well, not really running, but like I remember doing my first half marathon before I had my son Weston. So before I was even pregnant with him. So that was over 16 years ago. And I just kind of did it. And I didn't even tell anyone until I was like up to mile 8 in my training. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell people I signed up.
I'm going to say this out loud.
Because I don't know if I'd back out. And then it's just been a love.
And was it the physical progression and the goal setting for you? Was it a mental health release? All of the above?
All of the above.
Yeah.
All of the above. I didn't realize in my mental health journey how much the creative stuff was so helpful getting through a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And running for me, yeah, it's physical, and accomplishing a run or a race, it gives you a lot of excitement and joy and something to be proud of. But the mental release and clarity that I have found in running has been just one of the biggest things to help me through a lot.
So your heart wrapped around it. You had to push pause to take a knee surgery break.
Yeah.
But you just ran your first race since, right?
I did. So I had to have an IT band release surgery. So luckily nothing like as major as like ACL or anything. So I'm so grateful for that. I had tried everything to get it better on my own, and surgery was kind of like my last resort. And so I stopped running for probably 6 months, which was hard. I haven't taken a break like that in I don't know how long. And so there was a big mental shift and changes that I needed to make, because not being out there on the track or the road was really hard. Some people are like, really, you like running? I'm like, no, I actually love it so much. I need it, I crave it. And so surgery was in February. I had to wait 8 weeks to start running again. And when I started again, it was not comfortable. Like there was some pain and stuff I had to work through, and I've been working with my physical therapist, but I just ran my first, this is so funny, first race since surgery, but my first 10K. I've never done a 10K.
Amazing. Amazing. Didn't it feel so good?
It felt so.
In all the ways, for all the reasons.
For all the reasons. It was just, I finally kind of am at a place now where I'm like, oh, I feel like myself again out there.
I think all women can relate to some sort of setback, whether they run or not, injury or not. And so we asked you, just girlfriend to girlfriend, what are some lessons you've learned? And the first one was a phrase your physical therapist said, that was to respect the process. Yeah,
this one hit me really hard. And you always hear trust the process. Yeah. Trust in the process. And you're like, okay. When Rachel, my PT, said, okay, you just respect the process. She knew how eager I was to get through all the boring PT, all the things that like we don't want to do. And she's like, just respect it. And it kind of just helped me reframe my idea of, okay, you know what? I need to sit in this moment and be okay with the place that I'm at right now, and lean into the mobility, the bands, whatever it was that's not running, right? And just respect it.
Well, respect is a different level. It's a deeper level than just trust.
Yes.
Like trust, you kind of throw your hands up and you're at the mercy of it. Respect is, I am an active agent participating in this process.
Yes, that's such a great way to explain it, and really how I felt.
All right, you say your best looks different each day. That was another lesson you learned?
Yeah, I think the whole idea of we have to slow down in these moments where we're coming back from something, or we're in a challenge or a trial or an injury, whatever it may be in life, that the idea of slowing down, as much as we as women really don't want to do that, and we have a hard time doing that, was really important for my healing overall. And just kind of looking at things a little differently and being like, okay, you know, my best today is that I did 15 minutes of hip and knee mobility and I walked. Now, 12 months ago, my best looked a lot different when I was out on the track and I was racing and doing those things.
Than just simple steps.
Yeah. And leaning into the strength training and really focusing on what I could do instead of what I couldn't.
30 seconds, you say you found power from accepting adjustments that needed to be made.
Yeah, reframing adjustments. It did not come back as quickly as I thought. I was still working through some pain, and as I just allowed myself to say, you know what, it's okay that my timeline isn't the one that is actually working out right now. I'm gonna come back to it, and you know, race day came and I went out and did what I could last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago, and I got first place in my age group. Like,
come on,
that, and you're like, okay, just show up. Sometimes it's all about just showing up for yourself.
Well, thank you for letting us kind of pick your brain, pick your heart. And I know it's a journey that, again, even if someone hasn't come back from a running injury per se, there are lessons there that I think serve as a pep talk for all of us, sister to sister. So thank you.
Absolutely.